What's up guys, it's Bean here, and today I am here to show you guys 5 mountain bike skills that you guys can practice at home. The first one, of course, is the wheelie, like I'm doing right now. Coaster wheelies are one of the more advanced wheelie techniques. As you can see, I just went all the way down that hill, which is pretty fun, not gonna lie. But I have made a wheelie tutorial in the past. If you guys would like to check out that video, you can click the card in the upper right hand part of the screen. That's gonna go more in depth on how to wheelie. But the wheelie is one of the most fun things to do if you're not riding an actual trail. It's just a fun little stunt you can do, kind of show off a little bit. When I get ambitious, you can take one hand off the bar. That's always fun. But I will admit, learning to wheelie with one hand is much more difficult than just, normal 2 hands. It took me forever to learn that skill. Finally figured out how to do it about, let's say, a month ago. So if you're just looking to have a good time, the wheelie is definitely one of the skills that I think you should practice. It impresses actually many people that don't even know much about bikes. It's always fun. People like to honk at you when you go by doing a wheelie. And once you get normal wheelies down, you can start going downhill and just feathering with the rear brake like this. And that's what's going to keep you from going too far back when you're wheeling downhill. It's a very advanced wheelie technique though. I might make a tutorial on that sometime in the future. Now guys, the second mountain bike skill that you can practice at home is the manual. The manual is very similar to a wheelie. It is something that I am not totally good at yet. I can get the front wheel up, but it's kind of hard for me to keep my balance and keep it going for more than, I'd say, like 4 seconds, 5 seconds. And it's actually really useful when you're on the trail getting your front wheel over objects. And it's actually going to tie into one of the skills I'm going to talk about later in the video. Just make sure there's no cars coming here so I don't kill myself going down this. I just got to listen very carefully. I can't really see. All right, let's do this. So guys, the manual can actually make your trail riding experience smoother. It can get your front wheel up those really difficult objects to just smash your front wheel into. Typically it'll feel a little bit nicer, and it's just all around a really good skill to learn. And I just want to point out, even though I'm not right in front of my house, all of these skills you can practice pretty much anywhere. I'm just riding around the general vicinity of my house. I don't really have any cool trails that close to me, besides that little small 4-second little steep fast downhill that I just did. The third skill you guys can practice at home is the bunny hop. Now, learning the bunny hop, the manual is going to be really important to kind of at least figure out. You don't have to be good at the manual, but you got to at least be able to get your front wheel up. The bunny hop is really good for getting over big obstacles in the trail. It's really good to use in jumping, and that is something I am definitely working on myself, using that bunny hop form in jumping. Again, like I said guys, I am definitely not a pro at any of these skills. With bunny hop, you can compress your suspension and then pull back and then jump forward like that. That was a little tiny one. That was a little bit better. But if you can get that form down in the air, you guys will get a lot more height. GMBN, or the Global Mountain Bike Network, has made some very good videos on bunny hop technique. Highly recommend you guys check them out. Once you get used to them though, you can jump curves like that, and that's a really good thing to practice. It's not too big, and if you hit the front of it, it's definitely not the end of the world. If you go too slow though, there is a chance of you going over the bars, so make sure you have some speed. Because if you're too slow, you're probably not going to have enough speed to get both wheels over in time. Now here's a good little part to practice on. You got this curb right here. Goes into a little dirt landing. That's definitely a good thing to practice on. You can just get a little speed going up to it and just hop right over it. As you can see there, I did a little double hop. Hopped off the end of that curb too. And to have a little more fun, you see these speed bumps right here. You can jump over them and then use them as a landing. Definitely a fun little thing to mess around with. The fourth skill I'm going to be talking to you guys about is the endo, also known as the stoppie. The endo is also a little bit more of a show-off skill, but it can actually be used pretty nicely in trail riding. Trails with really sharp turns that you could never just do going like that. Often an endo can be useful for that. And basically what you'll do is lock your front wheel up, and you're gonna kick your back end to the side. I will admit guys, it's something I'm not that good at, but it is something I practice. And if you can keep your balance while doing that, you can just kind of turn the front wheel in the direction you want to go, and once you kick your back end to the side, you'll be able to pedal straight off. Make sure to put your weight forward when you do an endo as well, because otherwise you'll just do a little front wheel skid. Holy crap, that was funny. Did not expect that to happen that much. Can do another one. Oh, that's great. But yeah, if you put your weight forward, you'll just go right up. And guys, be sure to manage the front weight brake while doing this, because if you pull it too hard, you can easily go over the bars. And if you think you're about to go over the bars, one, you can try letting go of the brake to see if that helps, and it could push your front wheel forward. Two, push the handlebars under you if you can and get your feet on the ground. That way you're not going to get that hurt. Probably be able to stay upright. If you can get your endo high enough, you can easily kick the back end to the side. If you guys ever watched some of BKXC's videos, you'll see on his recent trip to Europe, some of the riders he was riding with would do that little endo turn, and it looked really cool. It's definitely a useful skill to have, and it's something I will practice. And guys, the fifth and final skill that I have to talk to you guys about today are drop-offs. Drop-offs are something where the manual is definitely going to be useful, because that's going to throw your weight back and prepare you for the drop-off. You don't want to have your weight too far forward because it'll send your front end diving down. Make it definitely at least sketchier and potentially make you go over the bars. Drop-offs are something that are scattered all over urban areas. If you got a park near your house, chances are there's a couple drop-offs in there. It could be something as little as a curb where you can practice throwing your weight back on. Well, look at that truck. Fancy wrap on there. Or it could be something bigger, like coming off of a slope and then going straight to flat. I'll show an example of this at the park that's right by my house. I'm sure a lot of you have a park at least somewhat near your house. Let's go down there and show you that. Do some mobbing on this trail on the way there. So over here, there's a little secluded section of the park, so don't interrupt this baseball game. But I'm talking about, or the soccer game. But I'm talking about this right here. You have this little slope up here, and then it drops straight to flat. Really not too big. You can do this on just about any bike. I've seen people do this on BMX bikes. I mean, it's nothing. It's I'm 6'2". This goes up to about my waist. Say it's about 4 feet tall. As you can see, you got plenty of run up to get up here. I'm gonna go to this far corner over here just because it's a little more secluded and it's shadier. And really guys, drop-offs are all about throwing your weight back. All of these skills I've talked to you guys about today, GMBN has great tutorials on them. And really the goal of this video is just trying to make you guys think about what skills that you can practice at home when you're bored and can't go ride on trails. So right here is where I'm gonna do it. It's the same height as further down. Good run up, nothing crazy. I'm gonna start up there, just kind of roll down, drop off here, should be good. And basically guys, going up to that, I'm just gonna throw my weight back and then try to stay somewhat neutral on the bike once I'm in the air, because I don't want to land on my butt. And if you're just in the center of the bike, your suspension's gonna take it perfectly if you got suspension. Otherwise your legs will take it well. So guys, as you can see, I've got this run up here. Always looks bigger from above, I'm gonna admit that for sure. And I'm just gonna ride down and throw my weight back and I should be good. And a little back heavy there, but sometimes that's good for drop-offs. Hi, doggo. Little German Shepherd. Not little, he's actually pretty big. Beware of dog sign. If you land a little back heavy, sometimes that can aid your impact. Other times, not so much. I'll do it one more time for you guys, just so you guys can get maybe a slightly better example. But you could see there, I threw my weight back and then landed pretty smoothly. I can probably land on both wheels and that would be a little better. I'll do that for you guys real quick. But all of these skills I've mentioned, guys, they're skills that you can easily practice at home, and they can add a little style to your riding. Well guys, we're gonna go do this a second time now. Let's go. So there I landed a lot better on two wheels, on both wheels at the same time. At least pretty close to the same time. As long as you throw your weight back, generally you're gonna be okay. So guys, if you are new here, I try to post these bike vlogs once or twice a week. Kind of depends how busy I am with school. Bike vlogs are the main content that I post on my channel. Pretty soon I'll be posting dirt biking footage again, since that season does start for Southern California. I didn't include this in my countdown because it's not really useful for normal riding, but stairs are pretty fun too. So with all that being said, guys, I do appreciate you watching this video, and if you did enjoy, please leave a like and definitely subscribe if you guys like this kind of bike vlog style videos. It is the majority of what's posted on my channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video.